Hello, my friends. This is Melissa Rhiannon here, and today I want to talk to you about some of the things that you've probably seen me post lately. And yes, I know instead of going more in the medical direction, some of the things that I've posted are a little bit more politically oriented, and I want to tell you why that is. And my son actually asked me to explain this in a video so that you all would kind of understand where I'm coming from. So during the course of starting these videos and wanting to make sure that I had the most accurate information possible, whenever I was doing my research for a video topic, such as wearing a mask, I would go on to and become a member of different groups from different either medical groups or different socio-political groups that were commenting and talking about these different issues with COVID-19. So as I'm doing research for, say, things like wearing the mask, how long does COVID last on your surfaces? How much do you have to clean? How transmittable is it? What are the issues globally? How are people around the world reacting to this? So content possible so that I wasn't giving you misinformation. What ended up happening is I fell into what people call a rabbit hole. Basically, I started feeling like Alice in Wonderland, where you start trying to get the most accurate information possible so that you can pass it along to other people, and there was no way to tell what was right, because the same people who said wear masks 2 weeks earlier said don't wear masks, as one example. The same medical establishment who said that it lasts for a specific amount of days, say 24 hours, then changed it to 3 days, and then at one point it was 9 days. And then it went back down. So I started getting very frustrated because I'm someone who likes to be open and honest and have facts and information. I started feeling very frustrated, as I'm sure most of you feel as well, because how are we supposed to know how to proceed if we don't know the facts and information, if the data that we're being given isn't accurate or keeps getting changed? So because of this, I started to look at what else was going on around the world. And I started being, members, like I said, members of these different groups so that I could get as much information from different directions as possible. And what happened was I started becoming frustrated, irritated, overwhelmed, and realized that the information, even coming from, establishments that are supposed to be reputable, kept changing. So that became very frustrating for me. So that being said, I started feeling like a person who is being disenfranchised from my decision-making process with COVID-19. If I don't know whether or not the action that I'm taking is going to help me or be the best solution, that an option that I can make, and that the choices that I'm making, I actually have, are based on facts and information and data. If I can't make that decision as a responsible, intelligent adult, I have a bachelor's degree. I should be able to easily get on any medical website, watch any videos or information from any medical organization, and be able to share it based on that information, based on the fact that I have some medical I worked as a nurse's aide. I have worked in kitchens in the food industry. I have taken nutrition classes. I have done, I've done a lot of things that help me to be able to be someone who can put out information and read and understand the information very quickly, distill it, and then pass it on verbally. So that's what I was trying to do. What I found was that everything has been politicized. And so that started to make me very frustrated, because our health is not something that we should be politicizing. It is not something that we should be playing around with. It is not something that we should be weaponizing. Our health is the one thing that we have a right as a human being to maintain and to have the most accurate data that we can have in order to maintain our health. So I feel like I was not able to make the videos based on the information that I was given, because every time I made a video, the very next week, the people in authority were changing the facts and information. Also, when I would post something in the group or on Facebook and say, hey, does anybody know about this? Has anybody heard about this? What are the things being said? Is this accurate? Is there other data out there? Several things would happen. One, it would get just taken down and censored completely. Two, I would be attacked for even asking the question. Or three, the fact checkers would come back with an answer from an opposing political view, and then post that. And then it was very interesting, because a lot of times they would say, oh no, that's fake news, that's not real, you can't post that anymore, or you have to post this not fake news article with it. I'm fine with that. I am completely fine with posting both viewpoints. But what was happening is, because they didn't like the title or the language, not the necessarily the data, the information in the post, but just because it didn't go along with whatever rhetoric was what was the answer the people on the other opposing viewpoint wanted to say, then they would say that it was fake news, or they would say that it was misinformation, and take it down. So that also started making me very frustrated. So anyway, when I talked to my son the other day, he asked me to make this video and explain why a lot of my posts had started becoming more politicized and less medical information. And to be frank, that is the reason why, because I couldn't give you accurate medical health information to help you out, because the entire COVID-19 seems to have been bitten on by a rabid political system that has rabies. I'm just going to say it. The political system in America has rabies. It's rabid. And pretty much around the world, I think everything is being politicized and it's being weaponized. And I do not agree, because that is not how our health system should be handled. So that is my statement. That's my reason. That's the reason why I backed off doing videos. And I will now be changing my content to probably comment more frequently on things that I see as wrong, because if good people do nothing, evil wins. So I have to have a voice. I have to speak up, and I have to start saying something. And if you're somebody who's not interested in that in the group, I will not be upset if you want to leave the group. That is fine. The content will be changing to things that I feel I can actually share that that maybe we can ask different questions. Instead of asking medical questions, I'm going to be asking other questions from now on. So thank you for watching. Please like and share if you know someone who's interested in this topic or these topics, or you have something to contribute. Please like, comment, share, and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching.